Skeletonized watches are hugely divisive, you either love or loathe them. Some say they represent the highest form of horology, where you can see the beating heart of the machine with its myriad of springs, wheels and jewels. In contrast, others feel the design characteristic fundamentally kills everything important about a good watch. Now I won't lie, I fall into the latter half of the debate. For me, a skeletonized watch is a bit like driving around in a car with a glass bonnet, which is frankly ridiculous unless you happen to be in a £350,000 V12 Lamborghini Aventador. And even then it's a bit... Skeletonized watches generally destroy legibility, and that's something that's really important to me in a watch. But I do understand there's lots of people who love them, and they're very contemporary. So the question is, will the Christopher Ward 12X deliver sufficiently to change my perspective? Let's find out. Powered by the in-house caliber SH21, the 12X allows Christopher Ward to showcase its movement creation. Technically, it's also a fine material watch, featuring grade 2 and 5 titanium in its construction, and a new micro-adjust bracelet. However, if bracelets aren't really your thing, then we've got lots of replacement straps over at WatchGecko.com. But now back to the watch in question. This watch is fully skeletonized back and front. There are not just small windows cut into the dial, but we're talking full-size sapphire crystal openings across the entire diameter. If you remove the movement, all you would be left with is a titanium ring. This stripping back is quite deliberate. In the words of Christopher Ward's designer Will Brackfield, they've removed more material than ever, exposing parts of the movement that had previously been hidden away. Ultra-elite watches aside, the problem with so many affordable skeletonized watches is that they use fairly standard movements, so what you're looking at is, to be blunt, not always that special. However, Christopher Ward not only has their impressive SH21 in-house movement to look at, but they have also further changed familiar internal part shapes and added contrast between finishes to ensure that what we are now exposed to is visually attractive in its own right. Despite the position I come from, I must concede that the SH21 is a work of art. It has twin barrels and a really impressive 120-hour power reserve. And now you can see those twin barrels winding and unwinding. The level of attention to detail in the 12X simply can't be faulted. To fully capitalise on the design, Christopher Ward engineers have deliberately manufactured internal parts just a fraction of a millimetre higher than normal, which allows them to polish and pattern a micron off the surface, eventually ending up with parts exactly the right size. With this level of forethought, we see a watch that, despite being completely monotone, appears to be lots of different shades of metal. It's a level of high-end watchmaking that we associate with some of the brands emblazoned around F1 tracks or on Ferrari race suits, such as Richard Mille or Hublot, but of course it's at a fraction of the price. Because the Christopher Ward 12X is externally, visually and physically very metallic, the design team has made significant efforts to keep the watch interesting. We have polished and brushed accents, and two different types of titanium to bring contrast. We have grade 2, which is used extensively in the standard 12, and also grade 5, which is the highest quality. 5 is denser and offers superior scratch resistance. As for price, well, at the time of recording we're not 100% sure, but we have been reliably informed that it will be between £3,000 and £4,000. Now this is still a lot of money, but when you take a step back and consider the unique specs and huge amount of human effort that's gone into the watch, it seems a fair price. And then when we absorb Mike France's words, we can get an inkling into the production cost of the X. He recently said that a watch should never be sold for more than 3 times the cost of manufacture. And that statement is quite telling as to the significant production costs of the 12X. So all of this leaves me with a dilemma and the question which I posed at the beginning of the video. Does the Christopher Ward 12X deliver sufficiently for me to make me like skeletonized watches? Well, in all honesty, no it doesn't. I really don't like them. Skeletonized watches are the complete antithesis of what I like in a watch, and even the very few dress watches I own have excellent legibility and a high degree of functionality. However, thankfully for Christopher Ward, there are equally as many of you out there who do love these watches, and I genuinely understand why. Technically, they are superb, and when handling a watch such as the 12X, you really get an almost overwhelming sense of awe at what is happening inside the watch, which is something many of us lose sight of. Now I know I'm probably the worst type of purist because I wouldn't even buy an Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch with a crystal display back, because to me that's not a moonwatch. However, we do own such a watch at WatchGecko headquarters, and now I find myself looking at the 3861 movement simply because of its complexity and beauty. The more I handle the 12X, the more intrigued I become by what every part does. Have I been missing something all this time due to my intransigent views? Maybe. I feel compelled to say the CW12X is a stunning watch, and if you're a Skeletonised fan, you'll find no better for your money. And if you love Christopher Ward watches, then click on the screen because we'll take you to our interview with Mike France and the wider team. Many thanks for watching as always. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back soon for some more watch chat.